Whatever you see, there's no coming back.
Keanu, how are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
Happy to see you.
Thank you.
In the action movie, there's used a lot of reference for the samurai fight, and you got a lot of experience of that. But in this movie, you need to keep, the real and traditional one. So how was that process?
Yeah, it was fun to learn to use the Japanese longsword, the katana. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was working with an expert.
Okay.
Hiroyuki Sanada-san, who plays Oishi in the film, is an expert. And he gave me a lot of help.
We're not afraid of you.
You should be.
Also, the special effects looks super. Every time they do it better and better.
Yeah.
The witch part turned into the dragon looks.
I know.
Wow. So, how tricky was made that?
What's cool is that the director, Carl Rinch, was really sourcing and inspired by Japanese folk art, Japanese myth. And so all of the creatures have their inspiration from indigenous Japanese culture, which I think really, you can feel it, that they're special, huh?
Through the years, the special effect things are more easy with the technology, or is more complicated?
The techniques have gone from broadly from a practical to a digital realm. Where you used to build the spaceship, now you design it in the computer. But then, as you know, the better you get at something, the further you want to go, the more complicated it can become. So.
And this is still a slow process.
And it can still be slow.
But you as an actor, what do you prefer, the practical thing or a huge green screen?
Performing, you definitely want as much real to interact with as you can. But then, there is an excitement to, if you're acting in a green room, but you get to pretend what's going on. There's a certain control in that, but then also there's an excitement of like, oh, what's it going to be? So for me in 47 Ronin, I didn't know what the backgrounds would look like sometimes, and when I saw them, I was like,
okay.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. I visit Japan like 8 times. It's one of my favorite places in the world.
Oh, yeah.
But do you remember your very first time with thing, blow your mind?
The first time I went to Tokyo was in the 90s. And for me, it was the city itself. When you come in from the airport and you start going on the roads and you're kind of like halfway up through the buildings and you're going in, and then the scale of the city, and then the people, just the whole behavior and the feeling from people, the formality was very different.
To finish, how was your experience as a director?
I did, yeah, thank you. I did a film called Man of Tai Chi, filmed it in China. Had a great time. I really enjoyed directing, and I hope I get a chance to do it again.
So we can expect more of that.
I hope so.
Thank you, Keanu. Pleasure to see you. Have a great day.